This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, ABRP Planner, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are sitting in the ID3 Pure. This is the 55 kilowatt hour facelift. And today I'm going to show you guys how fast it is charging. Officially, it supports 145 kilowatt. You'll see that we actually hit 150 kilowatt on this charging session. So let's roll a tape, and I include similar price car, you know, poor man's car. Well, Model 3 is slightly more expensive. MG4, why the heck do you include 64 kilowatt hour? Because it actually costs less than this ID3. This ID3 costs 320k and it's stripped for equipment. The MG4 costs 300k NOK. But okay, so you see that ID3 hits 150 kilowatt there. And then Model 3 had 170 kilowatt initially. It's now throttling a bit. But which car is leading? Actually, ID3 is leading. MG4 also, has 135 kilowatt flat curve, but it actually has the biggest battery, so it needs to maintain good speed to be able to beat the other ones, right? Okay, but now the ID3 starts throttling a little bit. You see that the battery temperature is staying below 50 degrees Celsius. As long as it stays below 50, 51 degrees Celsius, then it's fine. But there are some rare cases where it also rapid gates, because the AC compressor turns off when you open the door, so that's a different story. But okay, ID3 is still in the lead, and the second, wow, it's quite tight now between MG4 and Model 3. Okay, but then the Inster is just a joke in comparison. I mean, what happened to the 400 volt fast charging Korean cars? Well, this is only, not 400 volt, 800 volt fast charging car. This is just 400 volt architecture in the Inster. But okay, ID3 starts going a bit slower, but it's still in the lead. But MG4 is actually catching up. It is right behind it. MG4 did have a nice and flat curve, but because it has a bigger battery, then it was simply not enough. And now it's starting to fall slightly behind ID3. But ID3 can still maintain okay speed. Think about this. This is only 55 kilowatt hour battery. Is charging at 1.5C at 70%. Very impressive. Inster, on the other hand, is not that impressive. Well, I mean, it has a flat-ish curve, but it's still charging at only 80 kilowatt-ish, But what about, second place is now MG4. MG4 went ahead of Model 3, actually. Wow, it seems like Model 3 starts charging a bit slower now. MG4 has still a nice flat curve-ish, right? And then the ID3, then it's still in the lead. Which one is going to get over to 80% first? Seems like ID3 will get there first, huh? What about that? The poor man's car. Well, even now at 80%, it takes 56 kilowatt. That's more than 1C. Okay, no, actually, right there. 1C at 80%. That is awesome. And then, ID3 hit 80% first. MG4 is going to be second, but follow right behind with Model 3. Okay, wait, there. Okay, that was quite even. Inster is not even remotely close. Wow. Okay, and then seems like ID3 is going for 90% already. But look at this charging curve on the ID3. Even at 90%, it can take some decent charging power. It means that it's easier to utilize more of the battery. And see, there's also a timer they include now. After half an hour, ID3 hit 90%. Awesome. Wow, now it's dead even between the MG4 and Model 3. Which car is going to hit 90% first? Oh, it's just neck on neck right now, but the MG4 is charging slower than Tesla right now. Is Tesla going to go right before MG4? Yes, seems like it. At the very end now, it seems like the MG4 will lose against Tesla. Come on, Tesla, 1 more %. There, Tesla took the second place, and then MG4 will take the third place. And then, this is funny because ID3 is about to hit 100%, and then Inster hasn't even hit 85% yet. Lol, there, okay, 85%, but wow, just to show you guys how much faster the ID3 is charging. And you can see the remaining energy here. Another measurement here is that ID3 at 100% has around 51 kilowatt hour available. Inster is only at 40 kilowatt hour. That is a lot less energy available. But there, ID3 won both now to 100% also. MG4 was fast in the beginning, but now it starts going kind of slow, actually falling a lot behind Model 3 even. Well, we need to watch paint dry because we need to wait for Insta to hit 90%. Just want to show you guys how long it takes to hit 90%. many car manufacturers, pretty much the whole car industry, they measure only to 80%. I measure to 90% because Tesla had the charging limit at 90% back in the old days. You know, okay. After 46 minutes, we hit 90%. Yeah, wow. And then, but the Model 3 is about to hit 100%. So here you see ID3 Pure, the red line versus the blue line, the all curve. It's charging a lot faster, but also has a flatter, well, actually, is technically not flatter, just higher power overall. Even though both of these are 55 kilowatt hour batteries, that is amazing. Yeah, and then versus MG4, that was the light blue line here. The MG4 actually has a flatter curve, but I mean it's a bigger battery. So in terms of C rate, it's not that high, but it can maintain the speed. But then eventually it needs to drop, and then because it throttles more than the ID3, then it couldn't win to 90% or 100%. And then we have Tesla here. Okay, Tesla has a nice little peak in the beginning. Yeah, and this is only starting from 10%. Yeah, if you go deep, go from 0%, then you get that for slightly longer, right? But then it actually drops below the ID3 even. Wow. And then at the bottom, you have Hyundai Inster. Yeah, so if you want the fastest charging car, don't buy Inster. So that's going to be for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.